Today I am carving a raven. I've got a video that's been posted about it, but this one I'm gonna switch it up. You know, even though you kind of keep all these random logs back here, when the right project comes up, they're perfect for them. So this log's already been paid for, so for me, I've been sitting on it, letting it dry, waiting for the right time, and now it's time.
So when I'm looking at the Raven, I look for perfect profile pictures just like this. Now I take a projector, I project it onto the log, and then I trace it out, and that is a profile block out. And you can do this many different ways. You can use it on paper, you can do it in just from the image. It just depends on where you are. If it's in the middle of the day, you're best to get somewhere dark and then do it on a piece of paper and spray paint it on after you apply it onto the log. Now, when you're doing these types of blockouts, you want to cut straight, stay true to the line. And I'm talking like, if it's a perfect proportion, then stay true to the line. Because if you veer off and you try to stay safe, literally you run into the chance later of messing out your blockout. Then you can also do things in different depths. Now I mean that by saying like the furthest point from you and the closest point to you. So like the shoulder or the wing, that's going to be the closest point to me. So maybe I'll put that number 1, the neck number 2, the beak number 3, and then the far left leg will be number 4. So you got to think about how you're going to block it from the point of just blocking out, but try to cut straight. And it takes practice. It's not easy. It takes some time to learn. It takes some time to get confident in it. But once you get confident in it, it will improve your blockouts so much and help everybody, because really, if you got a good design, proportions don't lie.
So that's kind of the punch out of a raven. Really close to the lines. When you got a true to form, absolutely true to form blockout, try to get it as close as you can, because you've already got the profile, you already have the proportions. Really, it's just a matter of getting it close and doing your best. So when you cut in, you'll see a couple times if you watch it back, I did it slow. I did a couple cuts, a little bit on the first time, a little bit on the second time, and then I punched through. So when you're punching through and doing that style of blockout, then you've got the shape. Now it's about getting the back part. So now I'm going to flip it around, and I'm going to start on the head, because I know the head's going to be twisted. So right away I just go boom boom, and then I'll punch the wing in, get the wings, neck first, head turn, and then keep going.
So in thinking about your blockout, I now can start to layer in the wings and really start to define all the appendages, your legs, your wings, your head, your neck, your chest, kind of creating separation lines that are going to really stand out. Now, ravens have super skinny legs, so for me, like, working the legs is crucial and such a pivotal part. So when I'm starting to really shape in these things, you also have to think about points of contact. Now, when you're blocking out, the tail feathers are going to be connected to the base. That is a huge, huge part of the strength of your piece. When you're pushing for thinner legs, you got to think about like a very strong point of contact. And I always think of 3 points of contact, because that's what Bob King said. 3 points of contact. Go back and watch Talks with the Masters with Bob. He talks about that. Now, laying in feathers, I've already got my depths. If you look closely, I'm using the tip of the bar, and I'm trying to like create not dramatic depths, but I'm really going to layer the feathers in properly, because ravens have really cool feather patterns. And I really love doing feathers. I can't even stress it enough. When you guys are like carving, you gotta think about what your move is, where you want to go with it, how you want your carvings to look. Do you care about feather patterns? I mean, for myself, I'm constantly looking at it, and that all boils down back to the block out. Now, if you're looking at how it's layered and staggered now, I'm really able to go, okay, this wing is here. There's a small depth here. There's a small depth there. And you can create separations and textures and also, you know, really work on improving the actual feather patterns. And ravens really do have the coolest ones. So I'm hoping this is kind of resonating with you guys. Now, getting back to 3 points of contact, as you get further along, think about the strength of the legs, because really a lot of the weight is going to be on the tail feathers, because you got to really keep that connected. You can look right there. The rest of the piece is just a matter of kind of looking at the wood, and also make sure there's no cracks in the leg area, because if you go really thin, they're going to crack. But we're here to push it, so push your carving to the next level.
So it's coming together really good today. I'm feeling it. It's the feathers are looking good. I'm gonna get them sanded up here, balance out everything, and then give it one last polish and then finish it off. The more you do them, the faster you get. So you really just have to kind of like look at pictures, look at references, and just trust your profile. Like, I could not have done this that quickly had I not used a good profile view, a good template. The piece has a lot of punch and power. You see, if you really work at this, you can kind of speed things up and still produce great quality work. Okay guys, let's finish it off.
So really think about blocking. When you're going for a perfect profile block out, it's just like ice carving. Stay true to your design. I can't stress that enough. And you can create awesome carvings. I'm not saying mine are awesome, but I'm saying work my butt off, and I've practiced a lot, and I hope.
So that's it, done and done. Thanks so much for watching. If you like this, give it a like, subscribe below. Thank you, my name is Ryan Cook, and I will see you next time. Booyah!